And this time we are going to be starting with Libby. So, as you can see, first off, the first question is, do you have a library card? And all of you have hopefully gotten your library card, so the answer is yes. Great. So you've got guess your library, search for a library, recover your data. Probably not for y'all, but search for a library is probably going to be your easiest way. So obviously you can always put in the zip code. I don't like to let it guess my location. If that's what you prefer, that's great. But the idea is you are getting yourself to the Westchester Library System. Great. So then you can sign in with your card. And your card number, which you should have, will be right there. So that's your barcode. Great. And then again, you'll need to know your PIN. And then you can sign in. Great. So now you're signed in. You click next. And it is offering you some of your options, which, woo, there's a lot of options. So I'm going to say don't read with Kindle. Don't worry about that. So you've got some options to look through. Clearly, cool, remove the filter. So it looks like you've got a lot. I am personally not so familiar with Libby, so I'm kind of learning with y'all as I'm playing around. So we've got newest, popular, random, available now. So on Hoopla, everything is always available. On Libby, you do put things on hold. You do have to wait until things are available. So this available now tab is super helpful, but it is not the only way to access things. You've also got down here, you've got your search bar. So if you were looking for something in particular, such as, since I looked on this for this on Hoopla, the Smart Cookie, great. We've got a audiobook. It does not end only as an audiobook. Interesting that we don't have an ebook. Well, there you go. You learn something new every day. So once you have chosen your item, you can borrow it for 7 days. If it's available. So you can see that it tells you how many holds there are. It tells you you're borrowing it for 7 days, which great. But what if something is checked out? Like, ooh, okay. And it also tells you not owned by your library, but you can add a notify me tag. Cool. Not owned by your library. Okay, so let's also look for the bad seed. So you've got the bad seed that is not currently available, so you can place a hold. Normally, what'll happen is it will tell you how long it'll take for the holds to activate. This is actually kind of a new error to me, unknown wait. So let's see if there's something else that, what else do we have? She's one of my favorites. So there you go. For example, you've got now the first test, and it is something that isn't available. So there are 2 copies available to put on that are available for checkout, but you will be waiting about 2 weeks. You will be the first one in line, so that is similarly something you can set up. So that is kind of how Libby works. So you've got here you can keep track of, you can search by tag. You've got multiple cards if you want to. Notifications, read books with, content controls. Oh, that may be interesting. You can also, looks like, set it for Libby for Kids. So there you go. That is something that you can go in and change, or your parents can help you go in and change. So that's the main stuff that we would use for Libby. Anything that you currently have checked out or on hold would be listed here. This is tags. I actually don't usually use tags, so let's see how this works. Okay. Tap the save button. Oh, so it's more like a little note to yourself. I really don't want to write a note to myself about Harry Potter. To read, for example. And then you can create. And there you go. Some tags like borrowed and sampled are automatically applied for you. If you'd like to share a list of tags with your titles with your friends, you can export a tag as a table via its actions button. Cool. Okay, I am learning things today too. I want to take that tag off of that one. So it looks like you can add it, and also you can take it off, which is good. I would not want. So there you go. That's the sort of thing that you can use tags for. There you go. I have learned something new today as well. So most of the time you're going to come in and I think this is usually the main page you end up on, but we can also try to log out. I actually don't know if you can log out on Libby, so let's not worry about it. But yeah, that is the basics of Libby. As mentioned, we've usually got audiobooks, you've got ebooks. It looks like we've got Canopy is connected to it, so that's where you're going to find your TV shows and your movies. There you go. You've got the whole Dogman series. And there's just some really cool stuff. Now you do have to wait on hold, whereas on Hoopla you usually don't, so that's kind of the trade-off. But you also sometimes get items for more time on Libby, and sometimes there's just a better selection. So those are kind of the two main digital ways to get ebooks and things, and there you go.